What's up, guys? Hey, Ellen. So many people already waiting. To start, I want to say I think it's really cool that... wait a minute, the computer is so distracting. I think it's really cool that once I open the stream, usually I try to have it live about an hour before we start, that you guys can use the chat function and talk to each other. I think that is so cool. I just realized that Kiel is there and Sebastian Olaris and Make with Miles, Ellen, so many people who are regular by now, which I think is, the Red Smith, which I think is super awesome that you guys talk in the chat, and also you can ask me questions there because the comments, they're so fast I can't really read them and talk at the same time. Anyways, awesome. Good to have you. It's beautiful. Let's just start with some updates. As you know, if you saw the video, my trailer is there. It arrived last Friday. Actually, a guy had to tow it with a big tractor thing. And it's so awesome. It is so nice. It's much bigger than I thought. I think it's much bigger than it looks on the picture and in the video. When you're inside, it's a proper room, really. It's very nice. It smells like horse because it was used as a saddle chamber, if that's the right word, for the past couple years. So it smells like animals. There was actually a bird's nest in there with some eggs still in there. I found a couple of mice nests and some mice. Was it like the grains that they collect and store? So yeah, the smell is not great, but we will get rid of that for sure. What I did this week is I started to get rid of all the insulation, all the panels for the walls and the ceiling, and I tore it all out. And then I made the discovery that the construction is actually not wood, as the guy told me, it's steel. So yeah. I was a bit bummed out because I think it would have been so much easier if it was wood, especially since it seems like the roof was not super tight, so there was water, like water damage, pretty much all over the walls. The roof is fixed now. The guy who sold me the trailer fixed it before like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. So the roof is fine now, but before that there was a lot of rain coming in. So all the insulation, all the walls, everything was super disgusting. And also the steel construction is very rusted. So I'm not very sure how to deal with that. Not sure how the stuff is called, but there's some solution that you can spray on the rust, and then it gets rid of the rust and turns it into, I don't know, regular metal. I never worked with it, but I think I should probably just replace it to begin with. Yeah, not try to fix it, but just get rid of the steel beams that are super rusty, replace them, and then go from there. Yeah, so that's what I did this week. I don't know. As I said, I was a bit bummed out that it's not wood because I think it would have been much easier to play around with the construction and to make it fit for the windows and all that. But on the other hand, I mean, steel might be a bit quicker, and yeah, I think it will be fine. I think this project will be full of these surprises and full of things that I did not expect, and that's actually what I really like about it. So yeah, are you planning to live there? Yes, I'm planning to live inside of that trailer. The thing is, it will be parked next to a house. So it will be outside, but next to a house, and friends of mine are moving into that house, so I can actually use the bathroom and the shower there. I don't have to fit a shower into the tiny trailer, which is great. And also, like the whole toilet situation, it will all be in the house. People keep asking me for plumbing and toilets. It's probably the most tricky thing to do in these trailers. I might have like one of these little camping toilets. So when it's winter and I need to go to the bathroom in the night, I don't have to get dressed and go to the house. But I'm not sure really. Like, I will deal with that when the trailer is done. So far, I can't even imagine to live in there because it's so, I don't know, there's so much work to be done, and I absolutely love it. We will see, but okay, I will try to get organized, give you guys some updates. Then I have some questions that you asked me in the chat. And then at the end we have the record of the week section. But oh yeah, one thing I want to mention. If you saw the videos, you saw that Audible was my sponsor this week. And I'm super, super happy to work with them because that's actually... it's a product that I believe in, blah, 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 all that. But it's really, really cool to... because it's not a product placement, you know? I talk about Audible at the end of the video. It's very easy for me to have a sponsored video with them, if that makes sense, because I don't have to place a product. I think it's great. So if you guys want to help me out, click the link. I think it's audible.com/LauraKampf. You can get a free trial. I really want to work with them. So yeah, if you are at all interested, click the link. That will help me out a lot. But yeah, moving on. I told you 2 weeks ago that next week on Wednesday I will fly to England for the Screwfix live show. I will be in England from Wednesday till Sunday, I think. And I just saw that it's not super far from London. Farnborough is where the trade fair is. And I'm not sure about the schedule yet. Oh, there's a good question. Why white glue, not yellow? I will answer that later. I'm not sure how strict my schedule is, but I think maybe we can have like a beer in London. I don't think it's too far, so I could probably jump in a train, and I will keep you guys updated probably on Instagram because that's where I'm active the most. And if I get a chance to go to London and grab a beer, I will definitely let you know, and I would love to hang out with you if you're in the area. Right on. And then I got asked about the Fantasy Film Fest. That was my recommendation from last week. I'm just coming back from the short film segment. There were out of maybe eight short films. That's why I'm still a little bit confused. I'm just coming out of the movie theater, and after watching so many movies, I'm always a bit weird. So I need to adjust to reality. The short films were great. If you have a chance to watch them, I think there will be another show of the short films. So yeah, check them out. I watched it. That was the opening movie for this year's Fantasy Film Fest, and I was so excited for that movie for probably over a year. And I don't know if you saw the trailer. The trailer is so good. It's such a good trailer. Perfect. The film was horrible. It was such a disappointment. I don't know, and I didn't read any critiques. I didn't talk to anybody who saw the movie. I really wanted to have that like a super fresh experience. So I don't even know. Maybe I'm the only one hating this movie. I really hate it, but it's fine because the trailer was so good. I can forgive that. Anyways. Maybe my expectations were just too high. That is a problem. Yeah, somebody just asked the questions, why white glue and not yellow glue? I don't think we have yellow glue in Germany. The stuff that I can't find my glue bottle right now. The glue that I always like, all the glues that I saw are white. So I'm not even sure if there's a difference, to be honest. If you guys know if there's a difference, please let me know because I would love to know that. So anything else? Yes, I wanted to talk. I never mentioned that, but we also have kids shirts. Like my logo shirt. Oops, sorry, microphone. My logo shirt with a Laura Kampf logo. We have that as in two sizes. I'm not exactly sure, but it's in the online store. So if you're looking for a shirt for your kid, you can get that now. I think that's really cool, and I would love to see some pictures of kids wearing that shirt. That would be awesome. Okay, so I think that's it about the updates. So let's talk about the trailer. White glue tastes better. All right, good to know. Never tried the yellow one though. Oh yeah, Redsmith. Dude, send me your address and I will send you a shirt for your kid. Right. Cool. Trailer. Yes, the trailer will be next to a house, so there won't be plumbing inside of the trailer. I'm thinking maybe I could connect it to like a garden hose, but that would definitely have troubles in winter because it will freeze. So for now, because winter is coming, I think I will go completely without plumbing. Back when I used to live in my camper, I did not have water in there as well. I had a little water tank, and from my experience, I needed about like 4 liters of water a day. Which is not, I mean, you can carry that, and especially since it's next to the house. So I think I prefer to just run over to the house, get some water, put it to my trailer, and then fill it up whenever I need it, especially because you get a good feel for how much you actually use, you know. And if you have to carry every liter of water, you probably don't let the water run while brushing your teeth. So I think that's a good concept. And I can always change it. I think like nothing is set in stone. I will try to go as minimal and as off the grid as possible for now. And if I don't feel comfortable with it, I can always add more stuff. The only thing that I will be super particular about is probably insulation and heating, because my workshop is not heated. And I think it's not super awesome if you're cold all day and then you come home to your house and that is cold as well. So I will definitely put some work into insulation and heating. And I just talked to a guy who told me about infrared heating. I never really heard about it, but I did some brief research. From what it sounds like, you can have a picture, or it could be a mirror, and that you just hang it to the wall, plug it into the wall, and then it. Sorry, I'm still super confused from the movies. And then it generates these infrared waves, and the heating works a little bit different than a regular heater. So a regular heater would heat up the air, and the infrared waves, they heat up the objects that they hit. So it's much more efficient because you don't lose so much heat over the air. And from what I read, the heat is supposed to be very, very comfortable, very nice, not like gas. I don't like the gas heat. So I'm looking forward for that, and it sounds like it would be the cheapest and easiest solution. And it sounds like a giant microwave. Yeah, yeah, it sounds like a giant microwave, that is true. Yeah, so I will definitely look into that. It looks like they cost between 200 and 500 euros, depending on how much power they have or how much heat they generate. And I'm thinking for such a small room, you don't need that much. So I'm guessing that's the way to go. I wanted to have a wood burner stove in there, but the thing is, the trailer would be parked in between two houses. So the chimney, from German law, the chimney has to be at least 1 meter higher than the roof of your neighbor house so that they don't smell the smoke. And I think it would be ridiculous to have this little tiny trailer and then like 8-meter long chimney in there, and it would be much too expensive. And I also think that, I don't know, it's possible that it gets too hot in there I mean, you could probably get a very small oven, but then you have to you know, constantly feed wood into it. And if you get a bigger oven, it will be way too hot, I think, from my experience. Anyway, so I will try the infrared thing. I think that sounds great. As I mentioned at the beginning, rust is it's the first problem that I need to solve. That's what I'm doing next week. Hopefully I can replace some of the metal beams that are too rusted. But before I can do that, I need to have windows. I need to know what kind of windows I will put in, because yeah, depending on the size of the windows, you know, that sets the framework. So I will have to have the windows before I can build the frame or replace the steel beams. So yeah, right now it's just so much figuring out, and that's why I didn't have a video last week. I just need a little bit more time. I think once the rough structure is there, once like the main things I decided, like the window stuff. Also, I want to do some adjustments to the roof. I will talk about that in a minute. Once that is done, I think I will have much better regular content. Right now I'm also experimenting with this new format of talking to the camera. This is super weird for me. It's very different from what I've done before. So it's a completely different way to tell the story. So I'm still getting used to it. Anyway, so I'm hoping I will find windows. I'm looking for windows tomorrow. If I find them, I can start working on the framework. But on Wednesday, I'm already going to, I'm already flying to London, so I'm not really sure how much I can get done this week. I will try to have a video on Sunday, and I'm thinking maybe it's also, like, maybe it's a good idea to post a video no matter what, but maybe there's not so much stuff going on in the video and more me talking about the things that you run into, like not having enough time to finish the stuff that you want to finish. But the thing is that I really have to get stuff done because I'm moving into this trailer thing at the 1st of January. Like, that's the absolute deadline. I have to sleep inside that thing beginning of next year. So, yep, there's a lot to be done. Right, so the roof. I think I had a super rough sketch somewhere. Oh yeah. Right. How old am I now? I think I'm 34. So this is just a super rough sketch. Is there any weird information on it? Audible? No, it's good. Right. So this is what I want to do. I want to have the second half of the trailer. The second half of the trailer. I want to raise the roof so that I can have a bed underneath that and still have the bed high enough to stand underneath it, but have enough headroom so it's comfortable to sleep there. And also, since the trailer will be in between two houses, I think it's a good idea to have windows at the top, because from the sides there won't be much light in there. Yeah, so that's the plan for now. I think I will only have like that window, possibly like a roof window in here, and then two windows on this side. Although last night I was thinking, and I might change the door and close this up completely and have the door here, because I think it will be much easier to use the space. Because if you have the door, like, there's nothing you can do in this area. But if you have the door here, you could have like a seating group here, or you can have the kitchen there. I think it would be much easier to use the space if the door gets moved. But again, like, I will have to look for doors, look for windows, think about the framework, and raise the roof. Like, those are the biggest changes, and they have to be done as soon as possible because the trailer is outside, and I don't want to have to deal with rain and all that. Right now the weather is beautiful, would have been perfect, but I just didn't have time over the weekend to deal with it. I'm just hoping it will be fine. And if I need help, I will call you guys and hope somebody will come over and help me out. I need a sip of coffee. Skylights, all right, yeah, that's the right word. Skylights. I think you can buy them for your car even, where you have these handles that you can push them up. It's almost like a mushroom. It looks like a mushroom. So maybe two of these in the roof would be awesome for ventilation and for light, I'm thinking. Right. But yeah, I also thought about solar panels, but I don't think there will be enough. Yes, I'm on Twitter. There won't be enough sunlight for the solar panels to make sense. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to talk to somebody who understands more about that than I do. But this is not my priority, and I think it's easy to add that later on. My plan is to, somebody asked me actually, like, how much are you planning and how much will you wing this whole build? And honestly, like, I think I will wing most of it. That's how I like to work, and I don't like to plan. So I think I will just start and take it step by step and hope that I don't make any super crucial mistakes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And so I hope the stream doesn't whoop whoop if I turn the camera. Can you see that? Right. So yeah, I have my little model here. You can take off the roof and the sides, so it's actually easy to see and easy to plan what I'm going to do. It was fun to build it. I hope I will actually use it. I could also imagine that I might be too lazy to adjust the model and then the real. Oh, is Kiel leaving? Goodbye, Kiel. Yeah. So What else? There was another question. Oh yeah, Caitlin wanted to know if I ever actively seek for inspiration for my projects. Yeah, sure. Like I have to have a project every week. But I always try I always try to find inspiration in places that have nothing to do with what I'm doing, because I don't want to copy. And sometimes if you look at so much stuff, it's easy to forget that you actually saw that idea somewhere else. So I try to avoid stealing or accidentally copying from other people. That's why I try to find inspiration in movies and music, just walking through the city, riding my bike, stuff like that. I think it's always better to get inspired from places that are not what you're actually doing. And so you take the idea and then you transfer it to a concept that you were thinking about, and not taking the idea and just doing the same thing again. I think that's very important. I think that's a good exercise. So that's how I actively... Oh, hey, Carlos is there. Awesome. That's how I actively look for inspiration. And there was another question. No, that was it. That was it. And we're 20 minutes in. I think I have to make this stream a little bit shorter because I'm so tired and still so confused from the short movies. Yeah, I don't know. Don't watch it. I would say like, it was a really bad movie, but go watch the short films. And I have another ticket for a movie called This Is Your Death, which is a movie about a game show where people commit suicide. It sounds super hard, but the trailer was very interesting. Sounds like a very interesting movie. I'm going to see that on Tuesday, I think. I think it's on Tuesday. And then that's actually the last movie that I can watch. The festival goes on for a couple more days, but I will be in England, so I won't have a chance to watch all the good movies. I'm hoping next year I will be in Cologne and have a chance to watch all the movies that I want to see. Right on, more questions? Let's watch this. As a record for the week, I have this one. Father John Misty, Fear Fun. It's a great record just to have, I don't know, in the background, I'm guessing. It's very relaxing, it's not too loud, it doesn't require all your attention. I really like that if you need to chill out. And it has a beautiful cover. Look at that illustration. Wonderful. So yeah, if you're looking for some relaxing music, Father John Misty is awesome. It's a really good record. A friend gave it to me for my birthday. Thanks again, Jörn. I'm really liking this record. Okay, cool. I think let's wrap this up. I need some rest. I hope I will have a video for you next Sunday. If not, I will give you some updates in the next live stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for stopping by. I'm super blown away on how many people are so supportive of this trailer series. I thought, you know, if you change your content, sometimes people are very sensitive to that. They want you to stay the same, and they want you to keep doing what you're doing. So I'm very happy that that people are so supportive of me trying new things. That's great. That's really awesome. So thank you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And then I will see you in a live stream in 2 weeks probably. And hopefully also show the record, please. Whoop. And hopefully I will also see you next Sunday with a project video. I'm hoping I can make some progress. Yeah, and that's it. All right, enjoy your Sunday, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.